wants you. We can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it.
Hey guys, what's cracking? It is Cracking Nation, and today we are back with our first real video in a long time. Today we are taking on our Week 9 opponent. That is Easy Bake Oven, coach of Week 9. Yeah, Week 9. Easy Bake Oven, coach of the Texas Tauros. We are currently 4-4 in the CSL. Unfortunately, with my giant hiatus, I wasn't able to focus on the league, and I fell backwards. We're hoping to be able to bring it back. Quick recap, we have played him before, and he managed to beat us in a pretty interesting match, but this time we're hoping to be able to make a comeback. For starters, we've got Victini with Choice Specs, Energy Ball, Blue Flare, Glaciate, Trick. If we look at the team I brought previously, which actually I think the team builder I made for the last time we played was literally... Cresselia didn't make an appearance, so we basically replaced Tauros with Cresselia, and I think that's going to be a change that's honestly for the best. Energy Ball, Blue Flare, Glaciate, and Trick basically gives us really great coverage. If we look at their team real quick, yeah, Energy Ball, Blue Flare, Glaciate, Trick basically achieves really good coverage. There are two Pokemon that are 4 times. Oh, this is the wrong team. We will type in Texas Tauros, and it will be up in a sec. If you just give me a moment. Yeah, so this is actually the team builder that I use for most of my teams. It'll just give it a sec, and it should pop up. It'll be really awkward if this is the one time it doesn't work, but there we go. All right. So as you can see, there are 2 Pokemon right off the bat that are 4 times weak to Grass. So Grass is definitely a type that I wanted to bring, just because otherwise these are 2 Pokemon that love to switch in any other attacks that Victini might possess. Beyond that, Blue Flare obviously just being a really safe move, as well as Bopping Scissor. Bopping Thunder is pretty hard, as well. Tangrowth, honestly, pretty hard for this team to switch into overall. Glaciate's cool because it allows us to hit Latios and Thundurus, slowing them down enough for our the next one to hopefully achieves a KO after some prior damage. Glaciate's also cool because it just slows things down in general. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty safe when I'm expecting. He brought defensive Latios last time, and defensive Latios could pretty easily switch into most Victini's moves. So basically, Glaciate allows me to kind of take a control of that. Trick is in the last spot. Tricking a Choice Specs is something I really have to be wary of. So if I can find a better move to put in this last spot, I will definitely have to go out and do it. However, there aren't really many moves in Victini's move pool that I think are going to be helpful beyond this point. The only other move I'd honestly consider would be throwing U-Turn on there, as just either U-Turn or... Does it get knockoff? I don't think it does, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. U-Turn would honestly be the only move that I would consider putting in that last spot. Regardless, that is the set. We are running a modest nature, as the thing Victini does hit a 299 speed, which I believe outspeeds everything that I really thought I might need to outspeed. As you can see, this allows us to outspeed max speed Scissor, as well as max speed Skuntank, both of which may end up mattering. Beyond that, it also, another key one, originally I really wanted to do 299 was because an Adamant Scarf Mile also gets outsped. That's definitely something that has the potential to come to the battle, I think, as well as Max Scarf Tangrowth, which would be a little crazy, but if it decides to come, we can beat that. However, honestly, the speed is just there to be there. It really is, honestly, outspeeding's Max Scarf Mile matters a little more to me, and there's a couple different sets that I really want to outspeed, so I really just wanted to hit that max speed tier. And Modest being just for the additional power with the specs boost. So we've got Cresselia here. Cresselia's Toxic Thunderwave, Dual Status, Moonlight, Moonblast. I am running Moonblast, as it does really allow me to hit Umbreon and Latios a lot harder than a Psychic type move would. Specifically Umbreon, who otherwise kind of comes in, forces us to take status. That's really all the Moonblast hits very, very efficiently, but it's honestly all I need. I should say Cresselia is also pretty good switching for Azelf a majority of the time, bar physical exploding something, and I think I can live one of those. So basically, what's nice about Dazzling Gleam is Psychic really wouldn't hit Azelf at all, but Moonblast, I keep saying Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast is able to hit those things. Another important thing, and I'm not sure, I might need to invest into Spadef a little bit, special attack because Cresselia's Moonblast needs to be able to break a sub, and it will not. But I don't think I'm going to be able to invest into it breaking a sub either. If 2 can break a sub, I'm probably okay. Maybe we'll throw a couple EVs into special attack probably. Just why not? So I mean, Moonblast won't do. Obviously, Cresselia not being the most offensive Pokemon in the world, but it is what it is. Toxic and Thunder Wave are just pretty good for what they are. Basically, I can come in on Bisharp, come in on Latios, or Seismitoad, Tangrowth. A lot of these mons I can switch into pretty easily. As of expecting a switch, I can just click the Thunder Wave or Toxic. Next up, we've got Agron. Agron, this is a really cool set that I'm really excited about. Luckily, last time we played Easy Bake Oven, he had Darmanitan, which forced Agron to play a very kind of stop Darmanitan at all costs type role. However, Darmanitan has since been free agented by the Texas Tauros, meaning this is a set that I'm able to bring. Whirlpool Toxic Rest is really sweet because basically I can completely stop Umbreon in its tracks. I really don't need Agron for anything else in this battle. It obviously does kind of help against some of these mons, and I am honestly still on the fence about the set, but it is a pretty sweet set. Completely shuts down Umbreon, and Umbreon is honestly a pretty big problem for a lot of the Pokemon on this team. Like, it really is, actually. And this set completely shuts down Umbreon, as well as takes hit from Latios pretty easily, takes hit from Azelf for the most part, and even Tangrowth, and so Braviary. Agron just sponges up hits from a lot of this team, like literally. Agron's hopefully going to be able to do some work with that. I don't really think I need to run much offensive pressure coming from Agron, as I have honestly quite a few offensive Pokemon able to do their thing beyond just Agron. If I did decide to run an offensive Agron, I feel like I'm gonna. I mean, and this will still be a judgment call that I have to make my mind up about. But I would be running probably some variant of like Fire Punch, Metal Burst, Heavy Slam, Toxic probably, or Stealth. Yeah, probably something like that. Honestly, help me beat Umbreon. It's not a bad idea either, honestly. Worth considering. Man, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to have to decide if this is a set that I really want. This set can completely destroy Umbreon if I wanted to go for it. 136 speed EVs allow me to outspeed Umbreon, even with speed creeping. And then we have Thressen, Spadef, and HP, as Agron really doesn't need much defense boost. However, I will definitely consider bringing a set that could potentially switch into Latios or Scissor. Scissor is honestly kind of a big problem. Next up, we've got Tyrantrum with Lumberry. So Dragon Dance, Head Smash, Earthquake, Stealth Rock. Basically, what this Tyrantrum is hoping to achieve is get up a Dragon Dance and kind of go for a walk from there. There's a lot of Pokemon I feel that could potentially end up being a problem. But if I can, basically, it's just a matter of if I can get Scissor kind of weakened. I'm even considering running the Steel Berry instead, because I am no longer running Outrage. What's the berry that does Steel? Yeah, that might be a better idea, actually. If I ran the berry that does Steel, and then I can go for it. It also is mostly just to set up on Thundurus. If I can set up on Thundurus, that would be pretty clutch. Because Thundurus obviously likes to click T-Wave. However, I feel like Scissor would be his go-to. So maybe it's worth the berry that does Steel. Super effective fighting, super effective dark. Poison. I don't know how long it's going to take to be able to find. Grass, Fairy, Bug, Electric, Ice. Oh, so I missed it. Ground. Oh, geez, I don't like doing this in video. But I think that is going to be a better play. Scissor. This really actually can do a lot of damage to Scissor. Steel Hip Attack. Babiri Berry. Okay, so that's going to be what I'm doing with that. Although, I don't know. Maybe a Lumberry would be good. Decisions. Scissor can really bop me, though. If we look at just Tyrantrum, Scissor can definitely really bop me. Let's just do that. that's literally not offensive scissor, and it's literally just walloping me. So, and head smash does do a whole lot back if I'm at +1 adamant. It does potentially give me a chance to set up another one. So yeah, I think I want to stick with that actually. That'd be kind of cool. And then I can really take some pressure off of a potential need for Agron to change its set. Regardless, we're going to keep going. I will have to really re-examine what I'm doing with Agron. Stealth Rock here just to kind of throw him off because I really don't need anything anywhere else. We've got Sam Adams, Snorlax with Pursuit, Fire Punch, Seed Bomb, Body Slam. Pursuit's really just to be able to switch into Azelf and Traffic because this is basically my team's only switch into Azelf. If he wants to click Explosion and we lose Snorlax, that's really not the end of the world because Snorlax is beyond that. Snorlax is not needed to beat anything else. And so with that in mind, I just, Snorlax just really isn't needed to beat anything else. I don't know. I'm thinking of all these scenarios where last time he brought a substitute Seismitoad that really put in some work against my Cresselia. And so I'm really thinking of situations where perhaps I need to have something that I really need to handle Seismitoad. Although I feel like I have a couple answers. Well, finally we have, this is just a pretty good covered moveset against this team. Fire Punch hits Scissor. Seed Bomb hits the 2 grass types that would want to switch in otherwise. Finally we have War Turtle. War Turtle with Scald, Haze, Hidden Power Fire, and Rapid Spin. Hidden Power Fire just really helps with Scissor. I feel like I'm kind of obsessing over Scissor now. I have too many moves that are just for Scissor. So, I need to make sure I don't over-prep for that. Maybe some things are going to have to change. Honestly, if you guys want to stay around and watch some team building, I'm going to think about changing some stuff because I don't want to end up over-prepping for Scissor. So we're just going to go through every mon. How do I beat Scissor? Check, 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 check. These spawns can all beat Scissor. Oh, Superpower from Scissor's definitely going to do a lot, which is why I'm running max HP over max Spadef. How do I beat Latios? You can beat most Latios sets. You can beat a lot of Latios sets. You can smack Latios sets if you can get set up. Okay, I don't think Latios is too bad of a problem. Thundurus, you can take on Thundurus. You can take on Thundurus. You can probably take on Thundurus, and even honestly, you can. So yeah, Thundurus isn't too big of a threat. Umbreon, basically Umbreon's completely wrecked by this thing. Umbreon's still an issue. Yeah, I think actually I might leave this Agron set just because Umbreon is such an issue. Azelf. I mean, Azelf's really only way to threaten my team is to explode. And if it doesn't explode, if it explodes, it kills itself. So then it's not really a threat anymore. So I'm not too worried about Azelf. We got Tangrowth. Yeah, I definitely have Tangrowth handled. There's plenty of Pokemon here that can beat Tangrowth. Seismitoad's an issue. Energy Ball. We don't have Toxic anywhere. I'm gonna replace this Haze with Toxic as its only real setup mon is that Scissor, who I can just click Hidden Power Fire on, and then if I hopefully have kept the Victini alive in the back, I can effectively handle. So yeah, I'm going to make that Toxic, and that can hopefully get a jump on Seismitoad. Although I don't think there's anything, there's nothing better to run. The only other move I could run is Hidden Power Grass. And then, so we got Braviary. Yeah, I'm not too worried about Braviary, honestly. These 3 Pokemon, and honestly, even defensive War Turtle can take that on. Skuntank, not really an issue. I feel like Victini can pressure that a lot. You can pressure that pretty good amount. Skuntank only runs Sucker Punch ever, so that's not going to do a whole lot to you. You can't really touch it. You can bop it, and you can take it on. Yeah, okay, Skuntank isn't really an issue. Mile, you can probably beat Mile, right? You're kind of just... the thing is, if Pokemon doesn't get Toxic, Agron is just completely useless. But you can take on Mile for sure, unless it's running Sucker Punch. You can take on Mile a little bit. Yeah, Mile's kind of a problem. I think I need War Turtle to take on Mile. Relicanth is not really an issue. I feel like, yeah, I can take Relicanth on. I'm not too worried about that. Finally, we have Primeape. Yeah, no, I have Cresselia. Primeape. Okay, so I think we're actually going to have to leave the team as is. Anyways, I hope you guys know this team builder. Hopefully nothing will change too drastically before the time of the battle. And hopefully I'll be better about recording these battles in upcoming videos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, rate, subscribe. It is always very appreciated. And I will see you guys at the time of the battle. Wish me luck. Kraken Nation out.